What is going on, my people? What is going on? What is going on? How you guys doing? How you guys doing? How you guys doing? How you guys doing? If you guys are having a great morning. Hasn't it been a while? Hasn't it been a while? I think it has been a while. It has really been a while. A lot of people saw me. Because I've been working. I've been making moves. You know, what really just always occurs to me is the fact that I used to say this back in the days, about let's say 2-3 years ago, that when real life begins for me, when like family comes in and then the kids come in, I'm not really going to be like that Kojo who's always going to just jump on Instagram lives and then talk about the chat and all of those things. I'm going to be so occupied with different things. And fast forward, it's like really happening now. You know, these days I find it like a work, literally like a stress to even pick my phone and say, oh, let me come on Instagram live. And I'm already asking myself, what am I even going to talk about again? What should I do? Like, bro, it's crazy, right? So you guys, I really want to tell you that make the most out of every opportunity, right? Every opportunity you get, make the most out of it, because I don't know, I kind of lost that mojo, you know, that zeal that was just like, you know what I used to do then, right? 12 a.m. pick my phone, 1 a.m., 10 p.m., 6 a.m., just like go on the chat and then just rattle it all out for you. But now I'm an old man, you know. I've left it for Rick and Aram and BMO, right? But even them, they're not even doing the lives. I don't know why, right? They kind of feel like they are big boys. You have to remind them that when you cry, now I'm an old man, right? You have to remind the young G's that, look, when Kojo used to be your age, because all of them are in their prime, 26, 27, 28. The oldest is 28. And you guys know how old I am. I'm going to be 32 in just a few weeks to come. So me, I'm 28, 32, how years? No, 4 years. 4 years, then you did class 3 already. It's not a joke. No, 4 years, not class 3. 4 years is like what? Probably like class 1 or something. But yeah, you get a point. I'm just trying to tell you that, you know, go into their DMs and then remind them that, hey, why are you not doing the live sessions? You got to come on and then teach us, just like Kojo used to teach us, break down the chat for us and all of that. But yeah, anyway, I'm sure some people might have caught up to the fact that I'm on holidays. Well, I call it holidays. I don't know. Whatever you want to call it. Now I just pick my bags and go wherever I want to go for going sake, right? Now I'm on a Godzilla mode, right? Do you know what the meaning of Godzilla is? I'm on a different hemisphere. You know, I'm actually on cloud 9 now. You know, whatever limitations the haters put on me, they keep coming back and seeing the young man just on a whole different, you know, sphere. They just keep coming back and seeing that, nah, you know, they gotta like retransform the hate into love. You know, I've got people really come, especially on Twitter, like I see them coming like, you're my biggest inspiration and there's no one that I respect more than you. These are people that I'll post picture and then say my real mind, legit mind, and then they would come back and then tell me nonsense like, why are you showing off and blah blah blah. But now they're seeing the man. Today he's here, tomorrow he's here. He closes his eyes, he's in Cape Town. He closes his eyes and open, he's in Cyprus. Closes his eyes and open, he's in Malaysia. Closes his eyes and open, he's in Zambia. Everywhere. Closes his eyes and open, he's in London. It's like, what is going on with this man? What is he up to? Like, how is he just doing it? You know, you gotta just understand that, you know, we play by the books. We play by a game plan, right? Anyway, we have a lot to talk about, right? Just so you know the vibes. I mean, for those that are, like I said, for those that have not just caught up with it yet, right? Where do you think I am? I'm sure by the looks of my whole outfit, you already just know that the man is in LDN, right? And I was telling people this morning that I can't believe I'm trading London session from London. If you know me from the OG days, you guys know that there's nobody that trades the pounds better than me. And what a better way to, crown 14th February, because 14th February was on Valentine's Day. Me and my wife got to London on 13th February. And there's so many things that went so right, I cannot even explain it to you guys, right? I'll give you a gist. So 13th February, we got here. 13th February and 14th February was my big sister's wedding anniversary, right? You guys know her. I always retweet and post her stuff. Repost her IG stuff. And not only was it her wedding anniversary, it was her 10 years wedding anniversary. 10 good years, right? And I'll give you guys a brief background. For her husband, who is a British, right? The last time I saw him was 10 years ago. So for us, it was like coming to see family, coming to celebrate my sister's 10 years wedding anniversary, and coming for Valentine's Day with my wifey, right? Imagine that Valentine's, you just pick your bags with your wife and kid and say, you know what, we're tired of Dubai. Dubai is already a freaking amazing city, freaking amazing views, amazing, sky rises. You know the vibe already. I ain't got to sell Dubai to you. Then you just pick your bags, jump on a first class flight straight to London, United Kingdom of Great Britain. The capital is what? London. You remember how we used to do those WASSCE exams? David, you do that. What is the capital of London? Yeah. What is the capital of what? Britain. London is the capital of Britain. Britain is the capital of London. Then they'll say, choose which one is the correct one. The most difficult test, English test anybody will do. But I can't believe that today, not only am I just here celebrating with family, like I said, and then celebrating oral English, right? But I'm also trading from one of the most amazing views in London. You know how we do it? If it comes to me, I can't overdo myself, right? I always tell myself that, I don't even tell myself, it just comes up naturally. That if I have to do something, I always say if you're very close to me, you're going to know that Kojo always says, if it must be done well. So you have to know that if I'm in London, I'm not going to be living on any kind of a regular place. I want the most astute place in the city. I want the most expensive place. I want to feel the city. I want to understand the peak, apex luxury of it. So I got myself the most amazing, luxurious views in London. Right? Jeez, this one don't know what God has done for her. Look at her, just jumping right, left, right, center, making noise. Doesn't know what God has done for her. I wish I was her at my age. At my age, when I was her age, I was probably pushing, that stool that our mother sit on to pound fufu. I turned it around and it was my vehicle, and then I was pushing it she's here walking around today, flying to Malaysia, Cape Town, now London. Doesn't know what God has done for her. Her passport is even overstamped than most of you out here that are just making nyama nyama nyama. Her passport is overly stamped than a little. But anyway, that's not to discourage you. That's actually to encourage you to work hard and give your offsprings that kind of benefit, right? That kind of life that you couldn't get for yourself. I didn't get for myself, so I'm doing it for her. Right, like I said, I'm living in one of the most incredible, insanely amazing properties. It's so huge. This is bedroom 1. You can see the bedroom from here, the views. My daughter is going to follow me up here. She likes balconies and she likes cold. Guys, it's super cold here. Today is 1 degree or something. Can you imagine? It's literally 1 degree. She's not wearing socks. Okay. Zaya. Don't come out. Yes, don't come out. Stay there. Yes, stay. Stay, huh? No, not up. Stay there. Stay there. It's not restricted. It's super cold, guys. It's almost 0 degrees. I'm not even joking. Let me show you guys my other phone so you see what I'm talking about. Sheesh. Don't come out. Stay here. Baby, where's your phone? What's the weather now?
One degree.
Guys, see what I'm showing you. Can you imagine? Baby. What's this one? Guys, did you see that? It's literally like what? See? 1 degree. Literally 1 degree. Somebody said 1 degree is hot, eh? I beg you, me, I'm from Ghana. Don't come and flex me. Those of them living in Canada will come and tell me, 1 degree is hot now. We are already experiencing negative 10. Please, are you deep freezer? Even Are you a deep freezer to be living in? Are you a fish? In fact, are you a fish? Are you a salmon to be living in a country that has negative 20 degrees and all of that? Salmon, even we put them in a fridge that is like 5 degrees and 10 degrees. You are living in a country that is like negative 20 degrees. Are we freezing you for some steaks? But yeah, guys, this is another bedroom 2. That's my wifey there. Hi. And this is bedroom 1, and this is the hall. And guys, my hands are freezing. I swear to God, I'm not even gonna lie. And this is O2 Arena right there. So be inspired, guys. Be inspired, right? More love and no hate. But anyway, let me just go on the chat and see if we can do some chat talks, right? For the rest of the stuffs, you're gonna see them as time goes on. For the rest of the activities, for the rest of the views, Ghana is hellfire. Guys, it's like super cool as well. I can't even underestimate it. I'm not even gonna lie. Me, I'm not the guy that, you know me already now. I'm the realist. I'm not gonna come and pretend that I'm bougie and it's not cold and blah blah. I want the demon on the sunny nah. You know, and that guy who never changed. I think that's what like most people like about me, the whole authenticity part of me. And I think that's just what it is with me. You know, I can't even fake it, even if I wanted to. I feel like life should just be like very easy, flexible. Just be real, just be authentic, just be natural, just be who you are. You know, you just gotta be like who you are. You don't even have to like complicate life. You know, once you're able to learn and then be a realist. Once you're able to like learn to live like that, so many doors open for you. So many things will just come your way. So many things will just be right in your life. You know, you don't go too far ahead of yourself. You know, you always have to like keep a balance. I always say that if I'm going to write any book about life, the title of that book is going to be Balance, right? I'm just going to write the word balance. But it will probably be one of the greatest books ever written on the face of earth, because life has to be balanced. Right? Like life has to be extremely balanced. If you want to really make the most out of life, you have to understand it. You cannot be just one-sided. Okay, my whole life is about trading. Okay, my whole life is about traveling. Okay, my whole life is about clubbing. My whole life is about smoking. My whole life is about what? Women. My whole life is about money. My whole life is about church. My whole life is about work. No, you're not going to make the most out of life. You have to be able to balance it all out, you know, like cherry picking. Life is like a buffet. Some people call it buffet, right? Ufri baby free now, you kind of buffet, yeah, buffet. Ufri I'm on buffet. So whichever one sounds right and legit in your ears, keep like that. But life is like a buffet. You know, when you go for a buffet, right? You're just picking a little bit of stuff. You pick a little of rice, a little of jollof, a little of chicken, a little of fish, a little bit of what? Salad, a little bit of macaroni, a little bit of whatever, right? Then you come and sit down and you have and enjoy the best of every bit of it. And that's just how life must be. That's just what I see life as. So you must not be just one centered, like, okay, all that I want to make my money from is trading, or all I want to make my money from is. No, you have to, even when it comes to like resources, you must also make sure that what your resources are balanced. Like that's what we call it, diversifying your streams of income, right? You know what streams are? I think people just hear it as a cliche. Streams is like, river, flow of river, right? And then when we say confluence, the typical and realistic meaning of confluence is when rivers meet, right? So many people, we traders, we kind of like borrowing words from different Discord and then bringing it into our lingua, right? Our trading lingua. And so you hear confluence and somebody's going to think like confluence is a term that is meant for trading. No, confluence is not meant for trading. Confluence is when rivers meet together, right? 3 or 4 rivers meet to that meeting point is what called confluence. But it makes sense in trading because like in trading as well, confluence is always saying that, oh, my trend line is meeting my moving average and that's how I'm taking the trade. So it's like a confluence or a setup. So in life, you must make sure that what you're living a confluence life. Confluence is like making sure that so many things are coming together to make a wholesome you, right? I feel like I'm preaching. I feel like I'm back to that, motivational Kojo. It's been such a long time I did anything like that, but you guys gotta enjoy it while it lasts, because the next time I probably see me on live, I don't know, maybe the next 2 months. But yeah, am I speaking to somebody? Is somebody feeling my vibe? Is somebody hearing my message? Is somebody tapping into the wisdom I'm sharing? Let me know if somebody is like really like listening. I feel like I can be a pastor, right? Shall we switch our Bible to the books of John chapter 13 verse 45? Does it even exist in the Bible? God, forgive me. But I hope I'm preaching. I'm preaching to somebody. I hope you're picking the message. Right, I want you guys to do well. I've always said it. One thing that you always just hear with me is that Kojo is always saying that he wants everybody to do well. And it's not going to change. I want to see every one of you doing well. I want to see that even if I'm not affecting you practically and directly from like my trading knowledge, trading insight, trading benefit, trading groups, life-wise, you're picking some cues from how I do my things. I'm always discreet. Right, I didn't start going to post on social media. Hey, you're going to see, I'm going to pepper you, have something coming. No, I just keep on the low doing my stuff. Before I realize, boom, the man drops a cyber truck. Everybody's talking about it. Before I realize, boom, the man is traveling around the world. Before I realize, boom, the man just built a new house. Before I realize, boom, the man just built or bought a new car, bought a new property. Like that's how it just gotta be. Boom, before I realize, the man has a next baby, twin babies. Before I realize, the man has twin babies. My wife is not having it. she's not done dealing with this small one. But yeah, you gotta be like discreet with life. You gotta be like very sleek in how you do your stuff. Where are you? No, I was talking to Zaya. Hey, you. She's in her own world. But yeah, you get what I mean, guys. Elizabeth is shocked. Yes, she is shocked. Say, I can see in your face. How can you see my face? How can you see my face? Anyway, let's do what most of you love to do, which is what talk about the charts. It has been a while, guys. Like quite recently, I've just been focused on gold, just trading gold. Me and the boys, just gold. But nonetheless, like we also actively watch the other pairs as well, right? Sometimes I watch them because I have to watch them, not even because I want to trade them, but I just have to watch. I have to know what is happening in the world. Sometimes people think that trading is all about speculating and putting a bet on. But I always tell you that for me, even if I want to understand what is happening in the financial world, right, I start getting my answers from the chart first. And I don't know if it's making sense to anybody. right? Let me know if it kind of makes sense to you what I just said. That for me, if I want to understand like what is happening in the world, especially from a financial point of view, I don't go to Bloomberg first. I don't go to what's the name, CNN or BBC or any of those places. I first come to the chart, right? Because if anything is going to happen in the world, it most likely will happen on the chart first, right? If there's going to be, when DeepSeek was released, right? Do you know what happened? The very moment DeepSeek was released, if my memory serves me right, it should be either this spike here or this spike here. I can't quite remember exactly, but we can use Google. But yes, I saw that spike. I'm like, what the hell caused this spike in Nasdaq? Then I went online, quickly Googled that. What could be the cause of this sudden heavy drop in Nasdaq? Then it just pops up. China releases their new version of their own and new version of ChatGPT, which is called DeepSeek, and then I followed through. I'm like, oh wow. So for me, I saw the reaction in the chart first before on the market, and then like let's say I see a drop on gold or see a huge rally on gold, I'd go on gold first, see that okay, what is causing this, then refer that into the chart and see that okay, this is happening. So I don't really like go around the world surfing for information. I get all my informations from the chart. If I'm watching the market and then suddenly I'm seeing that okay, pounds is like suddenly like heavily dropping, right? Then I ask myself, oh, what is happening? Then you probably go on the news and realize that some excuse my language and my mouth, some jihads or whatever it is, or some UK is having some brawl with what they call them. They like to call them what? Illegal migrants or whatever, and then they are just like on the streets and protesting and all of that. So I just get my information. So all the time, I don't just watch the market just because I want to trade. But obviously, when you are watching the market for those reasons and then you spot the best of opportunities, then you have no option than to speculate and trade as well, right? But gold has been my favorite. I've just been trading gold back to back, and I don't think that it's ending anytime soon, just because there's so many things going on in the world that is essentially giving gold that relevance it needs. Gold has been stalling for decades, right? If you watch the bigger picture of gold, right, all the way from what? My gold chart stands all the way from, you see, you're even shocked. We are not ending. I'll show you where my gold chart ends. 1833. Because I'm using like the premium version of TradingView, it allows me to watch gold all the way from 1833. Guys, can you imagine? Can you imagine seeing the price of an instrument from the year 1833? 1833, gold was trading at $20 per ounce. $20 per ounce in 1833. Can you imagine? 1833, where were you? If your grandfather bought gold in 1833 at $20 per ounce, after so many centuries, not decades, so centuries. Decade is 1 year. Decade is 10 years, and centuries is 100 years apart. After so many centuries, it's now that gold is at what? 2,900. Right? Why? I don't know. There are so many factors, but it has relatively established itself as you see, I was doing the difference. Here, I was doing an illustration. I was saying that even if your grandfather was 59 years and then bought gold at the peak, I think I was illustrating the bubbles. I was illustrating a market that will plummet, the theory of like holding on to a losing investment, right? Imagine that person bought gold at $800 per ounce when they were 59 years in 1979, right? And then when they bought at the top here, gold just dipped, right? It took gold 30 good years to come back to that price. So that means the person would have been what? If they were 59, then they'll be what? 89 years. If they were 30 years, then they'll be what? 60 years. Imagine. It's not a joke. It's not a joke, right? and by 89, you cannot even guarantee if the person is alive or not. So obviously, like, they never really saw their investment, yield. But yeah, I was just using, I think it was an analogy I was just doing, for people to understand like the real meaning of investment. I think I was also using that in relation to like crypto, Bitcoin, and all of that. But yeah, that's just how come that we have like that chart there. But yeah, I'm just saying that currently in geopolitical sense, so many things are going on in the world that is necessitating the huge rally in gold that we're seeing. And I don't think that's going to end now. Right, a lot of people are converting their regular assets into gold, or their risky instruments into gold now, right? And because it's a safe haven, that one is a common term everybody uses, but you have to understand the real meaning of like the word safe haven as we use it, right? So geopolitically, what is going on? Russia-Ukraine has not been resolved. Donald Trump is a new president. He's going haywire, even though he said like in the first week in office, he's going to change and make sure that Russia-Ukraine is resolved. But people were calling his bluff that he thought it was easy. He thought it was just going to come into the office and then go and order Putin around. But obviously, you and I really don't know what is going on behind the scenes, because Russia is not a small counterparty to like downplay. And another crazy, I really call it, and then see it as a crazy assertions, and then crazy what? What word? I'm trying to find the most reasonable word to use there, which is not also offensive. Claim, right? Let me use the word claim that Donald Trump is making is with the fact that he wants to relocate the people of Gaza from their original land, right, into different Arab worlds, and then the United States is going to possess Gaza. That's like the most scandalous, assertion or statement that a global superpower leader will ever make in our 21st century. We've never seen and heard it ever done. We've only read them in books. When we go and read the history books and say 1910 this happened, 1852 this happened, 1750 something these people took over this land. Now we're in 2025 and a world superpower leader is talking about the fact of taking a land that belongs to an indigene away from them and possessing them, because they have not been repossessed before. So imagine that, let's say Ghana is in war with Nigeria, and then they slander us and beat us and boot us and everything, and let's say Nigeria is a superpower. They come and then bombard our lands and flatten our buildings, and suddenly, let's say Russia comes around and say, Ghana is such a destroyed country, it's not livable again, and we're going to rebuild it, but before we're going to rebuild it, we're going to turn into blah, 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 but we're going to move the people of Ghana into Togo and into Burkina Faso and into, Senegal and what, and we as Russia will take over Ghana. Right? Like, how do you think you're going to think about it? I don't know if you get what I mean. How do you guys think you're gonna understand? And that's just like the reality for some people. Imagine like you feel like this is your bona fide homeland. This is where you come from. This is where you live, right? Who is this one? I'm gonna just block this person. You understand me? And then some superpower somewhere is saying that they're possessing your land and then like they are relocating you. That's a very sensitive and global issue, and then it has garnered a lot of backlashes from so many other relevant voices. The UN is talking about it, the EU is talking about it, Russia, China is talking about it, even the Gulf countries, they're talking about it. When I say Gulf countries, I mean the Middle Eastern countries. Saudi Arabia, they're having a meeting with Egypt, and and what's the name? They're having a meeting with Egypt and Georgia, right? So there's a lot really going on in the world geopolitically that you have to keep your ears on the ground, and this is the reason that is fueling a lot of resources into gold. I said all of this to come and land back on one thing. Yes, that is the reason that is fueling. Somebody asked me a simple question that, what is it affecting the market? Very well, and directly affecting the market. That is what is pushing a lot of resources into gold. Because people are taking off their money from risky assets and then diversifying into safe haven, into a more, stabilized instrument that can keep and protect their wealth. People in those do you know that a lot of gold was stolen from even Gaza, right? With the whole bombing and stuff. Because imagine, do you think that those people that are living there are in absolute poverty, that nobody has resources? Look at the buildings that were broken down. So gold bars were seized, were confiscated, and all of that. Like, there's just like so much that is just going on. So in all, guys, that's why my team and I, we've been like very bullish on gold. The least opportunity we find, we're trying to buy gold. If we don't just randomly buy it, we have to look for the best of entries. Me, Common, Rick, we always like watching, because we understand this geopolitical concern. So we align our entry with the overall direction of the market. And that's how it should be if you want to make money. That's why we just take a trade and open our eyes, and 50 pips, open our eyes, 100 pips, open our eyes, 300 pips, open our eyes, 500 pips. And then you're happy, and then yeah, King of Blues. But you're not understanding that we're coming back to, back to the basics, back to the rudiments, back to the most simplistic perspectives, to make these decisions. You know what I mean? So, yeah, like I said, that's what we've been enjoying trading now. Now I think that what we're doing most is like shifting our focus into where the money is. So if we're trading like gold now, and suddenly the money leaves gold, and suddenly the money is after oil, then we're going to be trading just oil, right? So like, you're going to see when we get to that moment where, like, let's say, God forbid it happens, there's like a serious attacks on Saudi Arabia, because you guys know that one of the biggest, not one of the biggest, in fact the biggest giant oil conglomerate of a company, which is Saudi Aramco, is in Saudi Arabia. So if Saudi Arabia is being attacked, when there's a bomb, when there's a hijack, when there's anything, then it directly affects. Or where there's like an altercation between Saudi and any other superpower countries. Let's say US is suddenly fighting Saudi. Why? Could that be a possibility? Because US and Saudi signed an accord that Saudi is always going to trade their oil in US dollar. And that was like a contract they had for about 50 years, if my memory serves me right. And that 50 years just is about ending, or it just recently ended. And so Saudi is not bound to trade their oil in USD again. And quite recently, who has been the most allied of Saudi is the Russian Empire and China. So they're trying to shift their focus into probably like trading their oil in the new currency that these people are trying to like create, which is the BRICS currency. And then US is not having it. You remember what Donald Trump said? He said any country that ever tries to change their currency of trade from US dollar to any other currency, then it's a full-blown war. He literally declared full-blown war. So that could be like a dicey thing if she should follow through. Another interesting thing is Donald Trump slapping tariffs on, probably the way I'm speaking, people would think, hey, is he reading from a context? No, I'm just watching my chart here, but I have all those information in my head because I'm a financial trader. So you don't want to just go around picking the term, writing it in your bio, financial trader, and they put you on the spot, talk about what is happening in the global world, and then they're talking about when you watch this order block and it's coming to the fair value gap, and it's coming to the CHOCH, and it's coming to the break of order and break of what. You are as dumb as a village boy. When it gets to the global stage, we're not caring about your order block and fair value gap and what. You must be able to relate what is happening real time in the world with what we see on the chart. Don't come and give me that shit of, okay, tell me what is happening in the market and in the world. Then you say, okay, when we take gold on the 5-minute chart, open the chart, you're going to see this candle, it retested and reclaimed the block and then reverted and this. No, when you do that, you know rich, you right? That's why so many of these traders are unable to compare themselves to me. Because for me, I don't just, talk the talk. I talk and do the walking as well. Because I understand these things. I learned them in school. I was trained for them. And I read by myself as well. I groom myself to understand these things, right? And I improve on my daily life. Every day I'm taking books and reading, and I'm researching, I'm relating it to the market. How does this make sense? Where is the world moving into? And I pay for subscriptions. I pay for Bloomberg subscriptions. I pay for router subscriptions. I pay money for information, and I'm always like just on my GPT paid subscription, not a free one, right? Asking GPT what is happening in the world. Tell me about the next thing. I programmed even my trading strategy for GPT. So I just drop the chart in there and say, GBP USD, what do you think I should do now? It will break down. Okay, GBP is getting to the highest, blah, 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 blah. I see these confirmations. I think in the next 2 hours, it will be ready for you to find an entry. So thank you. So we're talking about advancement in the world. Somebody said Dubai sunlight. Will you educate this young man? If you just came into the scene just for the purpose of just keeping you up to date, right? I'm not flexing. I'm just keeping you up to date, right? Yes, I love Dubai. Dubai is the most amazing city in the world. But currently, we're trading from where? We're trading from London, not Dubai. So somebody said Dubai sunlight. So advise that young man that Kojo is trading from 1 degree Celsius in London. That's a brief what? That was a brief advertisement moment. Let's go back to the charts. I know you guys are feeling what I'm saying. Like, there are all of these guys who I wanted to show you guys something, right? Yeah. Let me show you guys something. Let me pick my other phone and then show you guys what I wanted to show you. There are all of these other guys who are not able to adjust. Okay, now the weather has changed from 1 degree to 2 degrees now. So it's literally like 2 degrees now. 2 degrees. 2. Imagine. Freaking cold. It is freaking cold. It's not even like a joke. I want to show you guys something right now. Just a second. Guys, I was tracking my expense for this month, right? I was tracking my expense. Look at how much I've spent. I've not even finished. If I put together the last 1 week, how much I spent, and this is in USD. I spent almost $35,000. And then we are only in 17th February. $35,000. I spend a lot. That's not my fault. I have a lot of responsibilities. They say to whom much is given, much is what? Expected. So I track my expenses, by the way. You just saw that there, right? I track everywhere my money is going. Right, so I know what is really taking a lot of my money. Food don't even take a lot. Travel took a lot. Travel and accommodation took a lot. Family, giveaway, books, blah blah blah. So just like, yeah. Hopefully you guys learn from that and you start tracking your expenses as well. What happened? I need to log into this. That's my daughter calling me. Zaya. Okay. Let's try and work this out. I want to show you guys something. I'll show you guys in a minute. Just a second. See, See this one. Global financial markets and institutions. Global financial markets and institutions. That's one of my courses that I'm reading. Right? I'm done with foundation of accounting. These are basics, foundation of finance. I'm done with it. Corporate finance. I'm done. No, I'm about to do this one. Global financial market, data analysis and statistics. And this is my dashboard from the University of Manchester. Right? So, global financial market. Talking about bonds, talking about stocks, talking about currency, talking about index, talking about crypto. You know, it's not just about technical analysis and like I made fun already, drawing some other blocks and all of that. You must understand where the real money is going. Like me, I qualify to work in any of these big institutions. I could work in Goldman Sachs, I could work in JP Morgan, I could work in HSBC, I could work in anywhere if I wanted to. But obviously I make a lot of money than the analyst. You didn't know that I make a lot of money than the analyst? Then you're in the wrong place. Let me show you something. I make a lot of money than all these people that are working in. I mean, they know already. It's not even a flex at this point in my life. How much, right? Let's type it together. How much does an average, I'm typing it here, average young man who is 31 years working as an analyst with Goldman Sachs make per annum in USD. What answer will ChatGPT give us? 110,000, 125,000, 150. No, it's not bad. You know, it's not bad. Honestly, if you're making this type of money per annum, you're on an upper end. But that's I'm not. You understand what I mean? You know. So some of you don't respect us. You don't respect us traders. You just talk anyhow. Way above the ordinary guy that you talk about Wall Street and all of those things. We are the Wall Street. We are the room street. We are not Wall Street. We are room street. Because we stay in our rooms and then we make more than 10x. All these guys wear suit and tie to make. Believe it or not, you know. Let me even ask ChatGPT to even search deeper. And let's see what it comes up with. 150, the same. 125. At Goldman Sachs, compensation for analysts vary based on experience, division, and location. As 25, the first year analyst receives base salary of 110,000. Second year analyst receives 125,000. And a position, let me say, 5-year analyst, 5th year analyst, 5th year analyst. How much does a 5th year analyst? Okay, not bad. 130 to 175, and then I see here, including bonuses, can take them towards 275,000 to 145. Pretty much okay, you know, pretty much decent, but for them, that's like an overkill, right? But for us, that's literally like, 2 months trading profit. So you must really respect like traders, especially retail traders that are killing it, right? It's insane. It's amazing. Like you have to give it up to anybody that has been able to pull through, because these people, they have informations, right? They have the knowledge. Look, I can further, one thing that I mastered, that I'm going to show you guys for free, right? Probably make a reel out of it, that if you're not using AI, you're missing out in a huge opportunity to elevate in the world as quickly as possible, right? And then for most people, they work and treat their AI like Google. No, ChatGPT is not a search engine. If you limit ChatGPT to search engine, you are insanely limiting the potential of growth. ChatGPT, as somebody best put it, right? I don't know the person, but when I heard it, I was very inspired, and it was a random reel. He said, "What you can train," because I was already doing that, so it was like a reliving of a moment of something I've been doing, and hearing somebody literally repeat the same thing. It was like, you can train the algo to be an extension of your brain. That's like the greatest summary anybody could give about like AI. You can train the algo. I use DeepSeek. If people are saying DeepSeek is better, DeepSeek is not really better than ChatGPT as of now. You know why? Because DeepSeek limits its informational resources up until the year 2021. ChatGPT is as current as 2025. So if the information is beyond 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, DeepSeek may not give you the most accurate information you're looking for. So information-wise, I'll still choose like ChatGPT over DeepSeek. So don't just follow the trend and then just follow the hype and say, hey, everybody's talking about DeepSeek, so Kojo, DeepSeek is the best. No, I know what you mean. They are the models. I mean, DeepSeek compares it, but if you're limiting it to information accuracy, if you're limiting it to, if you're talking about task and completion of some activities, then yeah, we may give DeepSeek a little bit of like, in terms of how fast it will extract data and stipulate information. But when you're talking about relevance and timeliness of information, I don't think that DeepSeek has got to the level of like ChatGPT just yet. So yeah, guys, let's keep that. Let's keep that on the way. But I'm still saying that you can train your GPT to be an extension of your brain. What I mean by that is that you have to continuously have conversations with it. Let it understand you. Let it enter your brain. You see what I just did here with how I just asked the ChatGPT about the salary and everything like that, right? I can go further and ask him that what are some of the things they need to learn to get there. Right, this is just like an example. Technical skills, financial modeling, valuation, master DFC, discount cash flow. These are pure finance. Excel proficiency, accounting, financial statements, mergers and acquisitions. Then software skills, attention to details, communication and presentation, time management, work ethics, team leadership, industry knowledge, investment banking, macroeconomics and market drivers. Market drivers, interest rate, inflation, GDP, industry specifics, certification and further learning. So once you're sitting home and you know that the person you're competing against on the market, this is what they know, then you come back and pick them one by one. So now I can pick this one and ask GPT to create a whole course model on this for me in the next 1 week. And then I can come here, create a whole course model on this for me in the next 2 days. Create a whole course model on this for me in the before you finish, you are in your room, right? That's why I call us the room street. We are not Wall Street. We are room street. You'll be in your room, but you'll be as good and way better than a Wall Street analyst just by using information readily available to you today. Am I preaching? Am I preaching to somebody? Are you getting the wisdom? Are you tapping into the brains? Are you getting the picture? Let me know, guys. Feedback is important. Am I preaching or I should stop? Maybe I'm speaking gibberish. Maybe what I'm speaking is not relevant to where you are, what you need now. What is wrong with her? Zaya? Are you tapping into it? Are you guys getting the whole flow, the whole gist? Yeah, so I mean, I use that, right? I use my AI in that model, and then it works a lot for me for free. That one says the info is too much. Yeah, but yeah, that's it. I can go on and on and on with it. Like if you see the kind of things that I do with my AI or my ChatGPT, you'd be marveled. Like it got to a point my wife literally calls ChatGPT my second wife, because like she's like, why are you always talking to ChatGPT? Are you going to get married to ChatGPT? Because I have like real life conversations with the algo, and it's insane. It's insane where we are in the world. I know a lot of you who is here, be honest with yourself, that you have never used ChatGPT. Be honest, let me really know. How many people? For anybody that is very stupid, if you make any unscrupulous comment, I think they don't know. You guys won't advise them that in my session, if you make the most stupid comments, you easily get blocked without even me talking about your name. So nobody will even know who you are. If the information I'm sharing here is irrelevant to you, you must be sensible enough, cordial enough to just like to log off. Hey guys, I'm going to be leaving you guys soon though. But yeah, I was asking that who has never used ChatGPT, and see the number of people that have never used it. That's insane. That's actually insane. That's insane. That's actually insane, guys. But now I think you guys are going to use it. Let me know if now you see the vision I've showed you. Like, have you got the perspective, guys? I want to really know if, like, with the simple thing that I showed here, it has changed a huge scope of your perspective, and from now you're gonna like use it efficiently to your benefit. You have to. Like I said, if you're not using it, yeah. See, I just showed you guys a tiny bit of it. I did not even go deep. Unless one day you want me to do a master class on how to use ChatGPT. That will blow your mind. Look, do you know that I've used ChatGPT to create indicators? I can create an indicator here for you right now, right? See something. Create or code MT4 indicator for what? What do you want the indicator to do? You guys give me a suggestion. What do you want your indicator to do? For what? For calculating risk. Let's say for calculating risk. As simple as that. Stop loss, risk, everything, features. So it's giving me the breakdown. That's not all though. Then it creates the code. Do you see the code? So it gives me what it wants to do. User input, stop loss, risk management, account, currency, calculation, risk management, visual representation, and everything. Then it finishes coding it. Now, when it finishes coding this, I have to just copy the codes and go and put it in my MT4, what do they call that? Script, right? The coding script. But that's a whole lesson to show you. Yeah, I'm just a minute. Yeah. So, guys, like, trust me, like, you have no idea. You've not used like 1% of the potential of of what GPT can do for you. So maybe one day I'll just have the time and will to just sit down and show you. I'll code with you guys. I'll sit here and then I'll bring my next computer to the side like that. Once I copy the code, I'll put it in there. I'll show you, and then after that I'll put it in the MT4 application itself, and we'll run the script, and then you see that it's efficiently working. I've created so many algos and indicators with this, like, you have no idea. So like, I want you guys to be relevant, and I want you guys to be current in the world of affairs of how these things work. I just opened just a tiny bit of GPT for you, but there are so many information I can share on a daily basis. that will just blow your mind. You guys will be like, Kojo, you know, I can use it. What you give me anything that you want me to use GPT for, I can convert it and then create it for you. If you want to create a model, an EA, like whatever you want, trading, you can sit down and explain your whole strategy, right? So let me show you guys something. Let me see if I've not even deleted that part. Crypto investment, Ghana exchange, top VC, Afrizo, Atuba. Okay, I think I deleted that one because I have like a lot of folders that I chat with. But now I can do something briefly here, right? Unfortunately, let me see if I can make it stand here. If I can make my phone stand here briefly, then I'll show you guys some because I want to like type fast. Okay, we'll try something. Watch, right? And we'll try this. It's not the best we can get, but we'll manage it like that. So you start talking to GPT like this. My strategy is called Sniper Entry. I trade from the 4-hour time frame. I mostly depend on confirmation, candlestick confirmations, like let's say tweezer, tops and bottoms, etc. for entry on the H4. Some of my entry models are the Fibonacci, taking entry on the 50%, 61%, 61.8%, and 78.6% level. I also depend on trend lines, the third touch model. You can also even tell them that look on YouTube and pick QUEUE from the wisdom of Kojo Forex as well to understand my strategy better. Now, when I send an image of my chart, tell me if it is ready for an entry. Just like that, right? You see that I'm done. I've trained the model. This is just the first type of a prototype. So it's telling me that candlestick Fibonacci trend line. You can see it's giving me all the reviews of how I trade, higher time frame. It will summarize it, market structure, candlestick Fibonacci, and everything, right? I'm showing you the most powerful thing, right? Then after it is done, then I can go here to my chart. Then I'll pick this one. Let's say this is oil, right? Then all I have to do with oil is just get the image. So I come here, download image. The oil image is downloaded. Then I go to GPT. Then I come here, add image, upload from computer. Then I come to screenshot. download, screenshot oil, then I pick it like that. Then oil chart will load, and I'll say, tell me if I can buy now. Then it will analyze it based on my strategy. Analysis of the chart market context. Downtrend structure. Market has been in a clear downtrend, descending channel, major trend line, support resistance, candlestick confirmation, Fibonacci, the third touch mode, sniper entry model. Is it a buy now? What with? Not yet confirmed. The price is at a strong support zone, but we don't have a clear bullish candlestick confirmations yet. You see what I'm showing you. What to wait for? Strong bullish candle engulfing, blah, 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 break of minor trend line, resistance, aggressive entry. You can either enter with a tight stop loss, blah, 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 verdicts. Not yet confirmed. Wait for stronger. What else do you want me to show you guys? I've taught you the most exclusive of exclusive. But anyway, my wife says it's time for us to go and get on with our daily activity. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the session. I blew your minds. I know I always blow your mind. Maybe their minds are blown. That's Kojo Forex for you. I'm always 10 times ahead. Not even 10 times, 1,000 times ahead. But yeah, guys, currently in London, enjoying myself with my family. I'm just glad that I opened your eyes, showed you guys what you can do. There's so much possibilities to it. Like, I just showed you like 1% of what I do with ChatGPT on a daily basis. But somebody has to save it. I'll probably consider saving it, right? Somebody say you're a genius. Oh, you guys are blown away. I appreciate the fact that I was able to teach you guys something new in your life now. Go and make fishers of men. Go ye and do good with all the information that you've accumulated. Guys, it's a pleasure having you guys. Gotta leave now. Hope you enjoyed the session. I'll see you guys in the next live session. Peace.